So Black History Month actually started as Negro History Week. Dr. Carter G. Woodson created Negro History Week in February of 1926, and he chose February because he wanted to commemorate the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. Those are two people we felt like had made significant contributions to the African American community. And so those celebrations spread throughout the country in different forms throughout most of the 20th century. In 1976, it expanded into a month-long celebration, but it wasn't until 1986, during its 60th anniversary, that Congress officially made February Black History Month. So Dr. Woodson actually created Black History Month because he wanted to address this discrepancy or this gap that he saw between the representation of Africans and people of African descent in history and their omission in how history was taught. Dr. Woodson was somebody who, he didn't just study Black history, he studied history. And in studying that history, he saw the contributions that had been made by Africans and folks of African descent and people of color, period. That you had advanced civilizations making contributions to humanity, and it was there in the textbooks. And somehow when we were teaching history, those contributions had either been relegated or they had been completely omitted. And so his idea was to carve out this time so that we could begin filling in some of those gaps and countering this narrative that people of color and Black people specifically had not contributed to the growth of humanity. So at UNC Asheville, we're reapproaching how we acknowledge and celebrate Heritage Month. We've had a long history of small groups of people doing things to celebrate and acknowledge not just Black History Month, but Native American Heritage Month, Latinx Heritage Month, Disability Week. We've had a lot of different acknowledgements that have taken place throughout the year, but where we've had some limitations is being able to reach everybody and making everyone aware of what it is that we're doing. One of the things that we're committing to as an institution is not to just celebrate or acknowledge Black History Month when it happens. We're going to acknowledge these heritage months, but that we're going to be able to provide programming throughout the course of the year. And that's meant to uplift the student experience. It's meant to provide students, models and ways of thinking that may challenge the narratives that they're used to. And so that's what we're committed to doing. But that is a collective effort. And so what that means is it means that we're challenging faculty to look over their curriculum and see where there may be gaps or where there may be holes, to see where we might be able to boost some of that curriculum by teaching journalism or history or new media or women's studies or feminism in ways that are inclusive of multiple voices and multiple perspectives. But most importantly, it means that for students, we're asking that they are looking for those opportunities, that they're not sitting back and waiting for someone to approach them, that they're not sitting back and waiting for a big banner to fly across campus, but that they are actually engaged in looking for those opportunities to connect. And we're also asking for folks to show up and to support, right? And if you see something and you don't like it and you want something different, then being able to work with us so that we can create something that you actually do want to see and that you do want to be engaged with.